Assist. What about you? Ah. No. The tweet. Another tweet. Another tweet. How is everybody? Oops. Everybody.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
How is everybody tonight? Tonight, we're gonna have ourselves a real good time. Exterminate, survival. Holy moly. Man, we're gonna rock this. These out of the way. And we'll keep it simple. Get the job done with some cheap whiskey. This is a pretty good, strong, cheap whiskey. Evan Williams bought it on bond. Literally a liter bottle is
This is a mobile defense mission.
$30 around here.
You must deliver
30.
payloads and defend
Chat,
a
like,
number of
a little over
locations
30,
while I
but
break into the network.
Not bad for.
Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without
But
you.
I'll open it in a second. Let's run this.
Will you help us,
Ooh,
General,
yeah.
and our cause?
Been out of control. Out of control. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I am a bit laggy. Check like my settings. Like something's like. That all looks fine. That all looks fine.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in.
Okay, that looks fine. Okay, things look good. Alright. Back. Sorry about that. Alright. Back to what we were doing. And I can't get over a barrier. What is up there?
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
For the Lotus.
Ooh. Hopefully everybody's doing well tonight. You're in the States. Hopefully you're going to be having a good Thanksgiving. If you're not, yeah, hopefully you're having a good Wednesday night. Ooh. Lawless. I don't even know the ratings of those.
Continue to defend.
quality wise.
You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
Like, what the? Huh. Die.
Area completed. Move on. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
It looks like they're mostly coming from here. Probably because I blew up that nest. He popped like a gusher.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
You dirty rat. What are you? Make it rain down now.
We are finished here. Move on.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna see if down here somewhere. Not here all the time. Wait, oh, there it is. I was sure they would have put one of those little things back here. Rats. We're gonna be like over here. Doesn't want you to really. Oh, we found the Silver Grove. Oh, none in here. And when I want to find that, I never do. It takes me like 3 or 4 maps. It's not. I don't think it's always on there, unless they've changed it.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
So hopefully everybody's has a good rest of the week lined up. Kind of nice having like a 4-day weekend. Can't beat that, right? I mean, I guess a 5-day. Joe. Get
Still working
off
on it.
my computer.
Continue to defend.
Oh, made you hop, skip, and jump. Let's see.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission
Nonsense.
complete.
The odds were forever in our favor. That's what they say, right? In Hunger Games, right? Back to this guy. All right. Cheap, but gets the job done, right? Still 100 proof, which pretty good. That's why I like Bottle and Bond. Bottle and Bond is actually well, at least it used to be like a government staple. Back when the government more closely monitor this stuff, where there's rules before you can actually call it Bottle and Bond. There we go. I think it has to be aged 2 or 4 years, but all of it has to come from the same batch of that. Has to be 100 proof. And like bourbons has to be, I think, aged in a charred oak. Might say on here. Tell you about the history. Okay, so yeah, in accordance with these standards, this bourbon is 100 proof, aged at least 4 years, and produced at a single distillery within a single distillation season. That's it. Definitely a good bourbon. Like I said, for the price of getting...
Operator, the system needs you. Will you begin another mission?
Sure, 0.75, like... Or 1.75, so... Can't beat that for like 30 bucks. Dominate. Reason we're doing this... It's a slower process to get Aya because you can use your Syndicate rep to buy relic packs, which have a chance of having Aya. But I like that because it is a standard. Like they have to do those certain things. So it's, I don't know, if you find multiple companies that have a Bottle and Bond, you can kind of lock in their flavor profile comparison wise more so than at least like the mash build. So no, that's kind of why I like it, especially for exploration purposes. And our proof. Get the job done as you're exploring and progressing.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here.
Waiting for elevators. Oh. So you clip through that door. You're a ghost. Oh, forgot. Other ways can have medallions. Hey, if we come across them, doesn't hurt. You're a rep. There's a bunch of them.
Enemy is broken. Well done.
Really
Now
utilize
get to
those,
extraction.
especially for these relic packs. Exterminate more. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get the exterminate missions because we only need 3. I mean, there was like 4 of them there. Nice. Actually, I think there's 5 there. I think there was one later.
You are not alone. This tower is full of life forms, all corrupted by the neural sentry. Clean them out.
Eat them out.
Will
When you
help
eat
us
too much
end
Taco
it
Bell.
and our cause?
We are the Taco Bell. They're here to clean them out.
We fought with honor.
Strong Crystal.
The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
You cannot run. What was that? Felt like someone was down there. Come on. Try to be cool and climb up the wall, not just use the steps. Like a scrub. I'm a space ninja. Why would I use the steps? Don't make me go all the way back down. It took me too long to get up there.
For the lotus.
Thought I forgot about you, huh? You little punk. Bring it on.
The enemy is broken. Well done.
They're broken.
Now get to extraction.
GFO. They always put some under these. Well, sometimes. Just like, not now. Back here. Oh. We're here? Nope. Okay. Well. Screw you. Those of it. So the only one will probably be the interception, which we should be able to deal with this build. Wipe them out. Yeah, so I am going to family functions, local, but you know, always being careful.
Eliminate all corpus threats.
Your calculated survival probability is encouraging. Good luck.
So, the Corpus are just a cult, worshipping money.
Hey, there we go.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
I'm coming up the stairs for you. Until you jump down. That's gonna be hard. Does anybody have any good gaming plans this weekend? Maybe with your extended holiday or just general weekend? Like I said, I'm hopeful to definitely want to stream tonight since I don't have to really worry about work tomorrow. Hopefully maybe a couple more times this week or weekend. Can't make any guarantees because I do want to play games with my buddy. We're probably going to hop into some more Destiny 2. And how some of my friends feel about it. But hey, in the end, I'm enjoying it. Isn't that a beautiful thing? You can enjoy something. You'll be friends with people, even though they don't enjoy it anymore. Or taking a break from it, you know? And they come back around to it. Loads of games that I don't like or just don't want to play anymore and whatnot. So I think it is one of those things where it's like, you know, people love sharing their experiences of their love of a game. It's like if someone maybe fell out with it or just in it, maybe they take it as a personal attack, but it's like, people like different things, man. Alright?
Love folks who love what they do.
Quittance. Sounds medieval. Pittance. Like it's like even less than a quid. Quittance. You know what? Let's get the interception out of the way. While I still have a little bit of my senses left.
It is time for those against us to pay.
These
This isn't a
radio
bad
towers
map once you
carry
have
top
everything.
secret interplanetary communications. You are going to
Interplanetary.
capture the towers and decode incoming messages. Tower online. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
The biggest thing is always remembering which locations are what.
This tower is ours now. We are dominating. Keep it up.
Don't you touch it! In the middle. And they like C. C is for, well, no. They're not even Corpus. Couldn't even do like the Cookie Monster song. Guys, you're messing everything up. C is for Grenier because they can't spell. There. I like a hat. C is for course, which is what they are now. Hey. How you doing? Good timing. Yeah, okay, bad timing. You just saw me just couldn't even navigate over a rock. I mean, it was a pretty tough rock, to be fair. Wow, they all just ran by the... AI is probably not the smartest. Unless they were trying to sneak attack, they're like, let's not take this one. Other one. I mean, that's been a tactic I've seen in Iso Cyrodiil. D. Oh no, you don't.
We have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone. I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal. You have captured a radio tower. Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Someone would. No.
Transference still holding.
Wish it would save your progress, but I guess that would probably make it too easy.
This tower is ours now. We have control of all 4 towers.
What are you up to tonight, huh? Oh, Dragon Stand for 30 crystalline ore I need. Oh, nice. That's like the final bit you need, or?
Hey, dreamers. We are up and ready to party.
Hey, hey. No. Still need 160-ish mystic coin. If you want, I can log in, and might take me a while, but I actually have no idea how many I would have. But. All the logins, I never really used them, so borrowing, unless I gave them to someone else, you know, previously.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Trying to take a tower after it's gone, buddy? I doubt it'll work out for you. Turn on my heater. Let me turn it off now, because I think it's taking off the chill. And it's right there, so it's like, ooh. With the whiskey and everything, I think that's warmed me up some. All right. I got that one out of the way. The next most annoying one will probably be Infested Exterminate, because even though with the mod that helps her pillage deal with Infested, I don't know, it still does not feel good fighting Infested. Because basically, for people to know, her normal pillage
extermination is the only option.
Is
It is time for those against us to
basically saps things shields and armor, and basically gives it to Pildren
A
as
juggernaut
shield
nearby,
as
it
well.
will only attack when it senses high
So
concentrations
it's
of
very
infested
handy
blood. Slow the fight if
for
you
her,
want it to go away.
you know, style of play, since basically her resource pool is shields.
I'm still detecting
But the problem with that is,
infestation activity. Let's clean it up.
invested don't really have that. But what pillage does is when it casts, when you cast pillage, also does an amount of fire damage. Whatever it affects gives, I forget how much shield for that, so it kind of helps with that. But unfortunately, a whole heck of a lot, comparatively. I'm already back off. I need to get my shields back.
Broken their ranks and they
Normally,
are
I wouldn't take her on like a infested mission. It's usually why I don't use her in Deimos. Ooh. Let's do survival, since that'll probably take the longest.
Your calculated survival probability is encouraging. Good luck.
Your job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much needed supplies.
Up here.
Make your presence known. They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
This was actually the right way. I'll be. So you're gonna see here, I'll be able to keep my shields up pretty easy.
Life support modules dropped by fallen enemies.
Mainly because these have shields and armor and exploit. Unlike the infested.
Prepare for life support. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
And one of my dogs is freaking
Life
out.
support on the way. Delivered another life
better
support
grab a
capsule.
Survival thing.
Life support has been replenished.
I hear you down there. I would save you. It didn't require a token. And I really don't need Solaris Red.
Tenno! About time. Let's wreck the joint. You and
Oh, it's important. Honestly, I do like hitting that things. Where's the way out? Hello.
Get ready for a capsule.
I'm just also casually looking for downs. That's the rep.
Another life support capsule is now available. Life support activated.
I assume the dragon stand started already. How's it going? Is it a lot better than what was it last night's that you were mentioning on Mad Rum stream last night? Apparently people were just not very organized and didn't sound like you had the best commanders.
Additional life support has arrived.
What's up, Bubble Boy? Falling is a little slow, but it's going. Oh, that's good. Yeah, they do sometimes like.
Life support has been
And I know I
replenished.
waste about 10% though. But like 2 minutes left. Not much of a worry right now.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Goodies? Any goodies? I'm gonna try to find them. Can't. Come on, this has been a perfect spot.
Life support activated.
You know, I've been enjoying Hildren more and more, so. They come out with their. What is it, they come out with their Turn-Gen stuff or no? Or it's coming or something, or. I have to actually treat her.
Get ready for a capsule.
I was in the left skin or something like that, but. If it looks good, I don't know.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Life support has been replenished.
It's a good drinking frame. Oh, way. Good. Quitting. Four, three, two, one. Boom.
Life support incoming.
Let's get out of
When you are ready,
Dodge.
go to extraction.
You're back. I'm gonna lock my puppers in for the night.
Additional life support has arrived.
Alright, I am back. Well, since that was probably gonna be the longest out of them, let's do probably the quickest out of them. Capture.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
It is time for those against us to pay.
Corpus technology won't be enough to stop us.
Target located. Bring them in. The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done there, Tenno.
Ooh. Wow, I just phased through that. That shouldn't happen. What I was gonna say was, still, even though when I'm on these ships, like, it reminds me of running through the railjack stuff, I would like an endless railjack mission where, not like the defense or whatever, but one of the funnest times I was having was when I was piloting the ship and, like, kind of dropping, like, you off in an, like, objective and then, like, shooting someone else up the other way and be like, I'll pick you up one, you know, like my rounds, like, basically taxiing people. But I don't know, it's just such fun, low-key coordination.
For the Tenno.
Like, you know, there's only like side objectives. There should be like a mission, just a railjack mission, just like salvage or something, where you're dropping people off at different things, doing those like little
Transference still holding.
random, you know, like side objectives or whatever. Oof. Down the wrong pipe. Boy, one more time.
The tower's neural sentry is operational.
Last night, I remember you said you guys were wiped at the
Wipe them all out.
called the merry-go-round, where you have to run around the ring.
Your calculated survival probability is
Were you able
encouraging.
to finish it last night, or you guys ran out of time? I wasn't. We talked about it.
The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into mindless attack drones. You need to take them out.
I remember last night during the stream, you were saying you were running a dragon stand, and I thought you said you were fighting the commander, like the commander guys. Like, I don't know. I thought when you were mentioning it, you guys were doing the whole like around that end ring or whatever, where you have to just keep moving. It's been so long since I don't know what the official name is. After you finish the lane, how you have to all three go into the thing and basically run around the merry-go-round. I know people that probably don't even know what we're talking about. It's probably like, he's losing it. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Asshole. Huh. Yeah, the towers. We cleared all 3 commanders in just over 1 lap of the arena. Oh, dang. I guess at this point it's become like second nature for people, right?
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Good down here. Ooh. Pretty close to this.
Your humanity is a beacon for all.
See how many tokens we have. Push it over. It's gonna be annoying. Everybody's standing like knee deep, thigh deep water right there. All right. For this guy, how these people get like? Got a good bit of these. Daily standing cap. Is it gonna say I'm wasting this? Yes. Oh wait. 56. Oh, okay. That does not affect daily standing. Ooh. I'm gonna cash in. Oh, because it will reach the max. Okay. How much does it say? Waste 302. tree. Yeah, I did not realize it did not affect I don't really do them that much, as you can tell. I usually just save them up. So let's go to each of them and see what kind of stuff we get.
These
Go
will
off.
feed the fire.
Visit the Red Veil. Burning tree. What you got? 197. Now, see, sizable chunk. Go down one.
We stand behind you. Let's build a brighter future.
Oh, thank you. See, don't have as many as these ones. It's like shameful. Yeah, I use them all up. So that's the maximum we can get for the relics, so that's not bad. Get some relic packs, see what we're dealing with.
These offerings are pure.
Oh. 6, come on, goodies.
By the mother.
Ah, yeah, heck yeah. Still Nidus, okay. Ah, yeah, nice. Nidus, okay. Nidus, alright. Alright. Easy come, easy go.
With these, you may punish our enemies. Use it to spread our way.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
These are our best deals. Deal.
Ooh, a double. Nice.
Your humanity is
Gotta
a
go back. We got
beacon
more
for
to
all.
blow. That, well, you know what I mean. Just, then we can do 2 more. All right, I'll take it. I could probably just go to one of the other areas, but meh. We don't have to worry about gassing.
These will feed
Hopefully it's not
the
retroactive.
fire.
Visit Red Veil. Bunch of these. They're all just sitting there so pretty. And we should probably see what steel path ones are, if there's any nice easy ones. Tokens for that. Get relic packs out of that. I don't know if I would be spending it on that, but oh yeah, I forgot that this gets that as well, so we can get another
These
relic pack
are
out of
our
that.
best
Nice.
deals.
Purchase.
Deal.
Alright, okay. Alright, I'm not gonna complain.
These offerings are pure. By the Mother.
Titus. Alright, come on, Red Veil, don't fail me
These may
now.
help the flow. Use it to spread our way.
Nice. Titus, okay. Nice. Oh yeah. Neja, Nidus, Neja. Nice, nice. All right, Neja. All right. Nidus. All right. Was a pretty solid haul. Let's see. Good steel path. Sabotage should be good. So many infested. Mean. Fairness, okay. Probably not going to be constantly underwater. That'd probably be a good one to do. I hate when it says submersible.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid it. Trust in your training.
That's fine. Bring out your dead. Cat said, serious for corpse is what you will be. And that's the nice thing with this build is the like armor stripping is eventually what you're willing them down damage wise, but you're basically limiting their armor, which basically, I'm saying basically a lot, turns them into Swiss cheese. Weren't I supposed to avoid them or something? Yeah, hit the alarm. Nope, we got a stalker. I gotta be careful with some of those stalkers because they will sap the crap out of your shields. Luckily we killed it beforehand.
ranks and they're on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Geronimo!
It is done, Tenno.
I'm loving it. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Funky chicken, I think.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. The enemy are using a void key and a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal.
Okay, I'm gonna try to avoid. He is annoying. Like
Nearby, it will only attack when it senses high concentrations of
he's just
infected
annoying
blood.
in the sense
Slow
of
the
like,
fight if you want it to go away. The Juggernaut has moved on. It's safe to proceed.
I think it takes like 3 minutes to fight him. It's not hard, it's just stand there for like ever.
Let's go on the offensive.
No, 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 yep. Oh.
portal only allows travel in one direction. Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
Monkey King.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
More bugs! More shiny bugs!
She will be remembered. Who will remember you?
Quick, pick up the key. You got the key. Now get back to the portal.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Frisk, get over that. Bippity. Hey. Oh boy, hello.
Go through the portal now. It's about to collapse.
Oop. Going this way.
Objective complete. The void key and torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. Tenno, there are still undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to locate them before leaving.
The elevator. Yeah.
Very good.
Hurt. I feel like at this point it's like good days and bad days with like my pinched nerve thing. That's one of those people, right? Oh, it's gonna rain today. I can feel it in my joints. Station. That. Waheba. I think it only has you do a 5-minute one, which shouldn't be too bad.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies. Set off the alarms to start. A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
Biggest thing with Wukong is keeping your eye on your health, so you can get out of jail. Man, he came fast. Oh, this is the. I'll probably die on this one. He is just a meat sponge. It is not worth fighting. Oh, it says Wukong because he has died 12 times. Fuck.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Yeah. I think it was disco balling around here somewhere.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Am I getting like lag or something? I keep getting thrown. Is he on the other side of the frickin' thing? I think. Oh. Hey. He keeps telling. Oh my god. Oh, this is annoying.
Life support incoming.
He's teleporting back. I guess my only hope
Another life support capsule
triggers.
is now available.
That's figures. I can just...
30 seconds left.
Oh. Shoot.
Assistance will increase your probability of success considerably.
How about that portion?
Life support activated. Additional life support has arrived. Life support has been replenished. When you are ready, go to extraction.
When you're ready, get the heck out.
Get ready for a capsule.
A valuable lesson.
How long does thing last? Were you guys successful? 'Cause it should be finished around now, right? It lasts like an hour or so. Did you get your last bit of crystalline ore? Yeah, screw defenses.
The Lotus seduced the Tenno, led them on a complacent path like
I'm
us.
so excited to see what new ore does. One of these, why not? Yeah, relic packs, I mean, 15 creds is not that bad. I like those because it's so nice not having to do a yeah, bubblehead Teshin. Not for 35 essence at this point. Yeah, I would get these if there was some kind of mastery behind it, but I have the look of my town, so it's like Why is it showing a female operator? Looks female. Like a female helmet. Because my operator shouldn't be female. Hold on one second. So I know they did a switched over to was it Limbo and Trinity. I don't know, as much as I would like Limbo Prime, I think I have some relics for him. I might save all my IF for Bobbin relics.
Let's see who we can dredge up from the dim, dark Orokin sequencing medium. Pricks used it to archive everything. Memories, evidence, warframes.
I hit the wrong thing.
The Orokin can rot in their own
Hey.
filth. But those prime frames, they deserve to live again. And Regal Aya can make that happen. With Regal Aya, this foundry can reconstruct you a prime warframe yanked straight from my time. As real as my pretty face in front of yours. No guesswork.
That's I think people are like mad that it's not more lore stuff, but
refine any relics you get.
this Regal Aya, like, does it basically create time travel? Oh, 15 so far, ain't bad.
Not sure I should let you handle these goods with all that Orokin blood on your hands. Kidding! I'm glad they're dead and I hope it hurt. Damn. Sure I can. Don't let your Uncle Teshin down now.
Alright. Get some bounties for some Aya.
Make it quick. What's it gonna be?
One's like this would be because it has less roll. I'll go with it. Locate my key debt ledgers.
Green. And remember, you never heard of me. You never heard of Solaris U. I've just learned of a hab block with a high number of Solaris up for repo and brain shell. We're gonna erase their debt ledgers and give them a second chance.
Sounds like listening for the stupid. I hate those ones. Oh, where are we going?
Debt ledgers are stored on encrypted data banks. We need to find that debt processing center. I've got a coil drive rolling a dodgy looking around. I reckon it might know something. Let's get this thing talking. Hold position. Once the coil drive hits the track, protect it. Do you see it? It's headed right for the track.
It's hide behind. Oh, yes. Sabotage. Dive bomb.
Coil drive disabled. And the board dismissed. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data mass as quick as you can.
Hey, robot. Hello? You are talking, we cannot hear you.
Hell, man.
There you go. Ah, that's good.
All this high tech. I can't do it.
What's that?
So right now you're streaming?
Yeah.
Doing which game?
Warframe.
Oh. I should get into that. It's a free to play. So why don't more people jump into the Mad Realms Discord?
Just keep that core drive in one piece for a little
know.
longer.
Is and I vaguely remember our discussion last night, but
What?
you remember it better than I do.
I'll say, how inebriated were you?
Level 7, maybe? But
well, unfortunately, our inebriation levels are out of 3, so that says something.
Yeah. So February we get the big launch. We need and I probably asked you last night, and I was thinking about it. It's like, so we got to do the recruitment campaign, right?
Sure.
I mean, I think it. I've talked to some of the guys at work, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I want to get into it." And yeah, I think a recruitment campaign would be good, just to get some free-to-play players into. So if they buy the, you're playing Warframe now, so this is.
No, I'm honestly when I stream and sitting here, it's kind of like being in the lobby for me. That's kind of why I do this stream room in the lobby. Is up for talking about any game. I mean, it doesn't have to be Warframe.
But
I like talking about video games in general.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that the free-to-play players, they have to, if they want to get the Revenant or if they want to get the Revenant, they have to buy. I'm not sure. Is that they have to buy the last expansion, or can they just unlock the Revenant buying the End of Dragons?
I want to say, the I thought with POF they combined all the ones. I don't really think you can buy just like Heart of Thorns, but I mean, granted, that's from memory of all the bundles. Because I mean, granted, I've always bought expansions when they come out.
Yeah.
So. But I'm pretty sure, and I think it's with End of Dragons, you get all the previous ones. I mean, Pat, do you know? I know you're in chat. Any X-Pack will unlock Rev, but they're all bundled together. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah, because I had a guy ask me, he's like, "Oh, he was gonna get into it. He's got an old PC laptop. He's like, I want to get into it." The guy at work, and it's like, and I didn't know what to say. It's like, if you get the core game for free, but when do you unlock the Rev? So I don't know.
Yeah, you would theoretically need expansion. So, but yeah, like Heart of Thorns, but like Pat saying, and that's what I thought, because I know that's how it was with POF.
Yeah, and I think if he gets into it and he does core, and then do you think he could unlock Rev if he pre-purchased End of Dragons?
I think when you pre-purchase them, once again, Cat might know better than I will, but I want to say I thought they gave you the other expansions like up front, like so you don't have to wait till Dragons drops.
If you purchase End of Dragons, you get all of the expansions?
Yeah, I believe you should get all hot POF. Hat is saying yes, that is the case, that you do get it up front. I mean, you do not get the whatchamacallit, the season stuff, but every once in a while they'll run the
Yeah, so I mean that's a pretty good deal. So you could do the all of the campaigns, and just by buying the End of Dragons expansion, and that'd only be one purchase price for all 3 expansions.
Yes. Now, Hat, maybe it's not like one of the like higher bundles. It's any of the bundles, correct? That's one thing I could see a game company doing. I just can't think if ANET will do that. But I want to say it's if you buy using the basic bundle.
It's not gonna be like, oh, you buy End of Dragons, but you don't get to do Heart of Thorns or the fire thing.
I'm pretty sure it's as long as you buy one of the bundles. I have to look at the bundles again, but yeah, I know they did that with POF where it seemed like anything got you Heart of Thorns, so I would be surprised if they changed that, which from what Pat's saying, like that is how they're still running it.
I had a guy in my coworker's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a. I told him I got my one of my main characters was Ultra Magnus, which is a transformer name. But he was like, I'm gonna get Ultra Magnum, like the condom or something like that. I was like, I'm pretty sure all the names are taken.
Okay, Hat is saying looks like it has to be the quote-unquote collection version. The End of Dragons bundle doesn't include the other, so you would theoretically have to pay a little bit more, but I mean, like you said, you are getting a sizable chunk of content with those. But
so they couldn't do Thorn of Path of Thorns and
Path of Thorns and Heart of Fire. Yep.
They couldn't do those.
Well, like Hat's saying, it sounds like you need the collection version, which I don't know what price point that's at.
But do you get if you buy the minimum core, can you get a Revenant?
It doesn't sound like it. Though, I would say, it sounds like Pat was saying you can, it's just you wouldn't be able to get, like, theoretically Herald. But, see, that's where I'm, like, a little hesitant on it, because technically Hot brought the Revenant. There's 3 different things on the shop, the Hot/POF edition, End of Dragons edition, and Collection edition. Okay.
You're streaming on Twitch, right?
Twitch and YouTube.
Alright, let me get on that. I can ask these questions in chat. Why aren't those people watching you on Hot in chat?
Wait, what?
Why aren't the people watching you on YouTube and Twitch in chat?
Oh, I think on Twitch, but
Find every last file, and I'll make sure they're
here's your question. I mean, why are more people not watching me? I think I ask the same question every day. I should be as big as who's a big YouTuber? PewDiePie? Is PewDiePie still big?
Tinkle Sprinkles.
Yeah.
The enemy will destroy the data if they detect it.
I mean, heck, even if PewDiePie isn't popular anymore, I would probably still gladly take his number.
Is he? I thought he was like an anti-Semite or something.
Okay, I don't want that part, but Oh boy, did I just screw everything?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do
Yeah,
it. Good people
nice.
saved from brain shelving, and some very relieved families in Fortuna. Well done, sir.
Yeah, he's not. People have been taken out of context and run with it. Yeah, I do remember that where some of the bigger news broadcasts were trying to quote unquote take down PewDiePie. I mean, granted, I've never really seen a PewDiePie video unless you count the ad that goes, "I'm now in love with," what is it, Opera GX or whatever, browser or whatever that YouTube, ads. But yeah, I don't. I think it was one of
I've
those
never
things, like,
seen a PewDiePie video.
I was gonna say, I think it's one of those situations where I've heard with, like, I mean, it's happening. It's actually a big issue that people have been talking about with comedians and stuff, where it's like, he said this thing. It's like, yeah, in his, like,
but I think comedians get a pass. No, partial pass.
Unfortunately, not anymore. That's the thing.
No, not a full pass, but a partial pass. But what's Louis?
Louis C.K.
Yeah, Louis C.K. He was jerking off in front of.
I would say that's a different thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But that's a personal
that's not his
thing.
stand-up special, unless it was airing on Pornhub. But
yeah, so he was canceled because of that.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, I mean, that's not his material. Bill Cosby, of course, was.
Yeah, once again, that's kind of in the same realm as Louis C.K. I mean, it was like.
Yeah. That's his personal.
About people that are doing, like, jokes that people find offensive, which it's like,
yeah,
when you're going to their special or trying to view their thing, you should have some kind of idea, what kind of comedian they are. Like,
right. Yeah. So. Yeah. So
I know that was
if
Dave Chappelle with his Netflix special or something, he's like,
yeah,
he was just kind of like, deal with it.
Yeah. He gets money. Yeah, he's good for that. He's like, all right, whatever. And also, I saw the In Living Color, one of the Wayans brothers. I can't remember which one. The guy who did the homeless guy.
The homeless.
The guy who had a shit in his pickle jar or something like that. That guy.
I'm not familiar with this.
It's not Keenan Wayans. It's his younger
like
brother.
20 Wayans, like.
Yeah, but it's a younger brother. But anyway, I saw his stand-up special. I can't. I have to go.
I don't really ever remember Marlon having a stand-up special, so
No, it was just recent. It was just recent.
Oh.
It just came out, and I started watching it, and he was doing the same stand-up from like 20 years ago. It's like, hey, trans people are this, and it's like, hey, and this and that's. Like, okay, it wasn't really anything innovative or anything. It's like, yeah, I understand the comment. And that's I don't know what that analysis
say, like, if someone has like a dated joke, it's like, okay, come on, you gotta kind of update your material. It's like,
yeah. So what is that called when you can analyze the joke and just see its structure and then just see how it plays in time when it's played. So
psychotic.
Is that what it's called? When it's like, hey, because you see these jokes like, yeah, that joke is not going to be funny. That joke is not going to be funny in this time. So why did you even throw that up? So some of his jokes were like, yeah, like making fun of like, hey, let's make fun of crippled people. Hey, that's not really a funny joke. Hey, let's make fun of transgender people. Okay, I guess we can try to make fun of it, but it doesn't really play for the times. So, what do you call that analysis where you can see those jokes as analytically looking at them and saying, "No, that's not gonna work."
Yeah, I don't know if there's a professional term for it, but yeah, just kind of like you're saying, like, you know, and I think every kind of comedian does that in their, or anybody in their own profession looks at something through that kind of more scientific lens of the structure. I mean, you probably have people that do poetry or writing where they can see the, you know, structure of something quicker than amateur or whatnot. Foresight is what Hat's suggesting. Yeah, I guess that would be, yeah, like you could kind of see like, oh yeah, that's not going to age well.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff that I saw from his recent, and you can Google that and find his recent stand-up, but I think he was making fun of trannies, but then again, I can't say trannies because that is, according to RuPaul, an offensive term for transgender people. They should just be called transgender people. And I didn't know that until there was an issue brought up by that situation. So the transgendered, yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I think that's the thing, because I'm sure if heard that from, you know, RuPaul, hopefully they didn't say that in an attacking manner, because I think that's the thing that always doesn't help any side or any argument is, and you know, I mean, let's take it to a gaming perspective of like, you know, we played Guild Wars 2 for years. Someone comes and says like, you know, oh man, this is like /wiki feature. It's like, yeah, everybody knows about that, idiot. Like, it's like, well, dude, these people are like, you know, because you sat with it for, you know, years on end, it's still new information to someone, or someone's still learning it, you know.
Here we go.
Kind of like, and to bring it back to yours, it's like you just recently learned that it's like, oh, okay, that is a offensive term. I, you know, do apologize. Your intent wasn't to actually, you know, be
offend
malicious.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was just short term, like an abbreviation. Instead of transgender person, we can just call them tranny. But no, apparently we can't do that anymore because it's offensive. And then there comes to the point where like we have to go the other way. So, for example, non-vaccinated people don't want to be called non-vaccinated. They want to be called I can't remember now because it was so a couple of months ago, but they want to be called like freedom vaccinated or something like
the unpricked.
Yeah, like the, you know, something like that. It's like, yeah, you don't. Oh no. It was and it was like a Harry Potter reference, like
a Harry Potter reference.
Yeah,
Patronus. They want to be called Patronus. They want to be called house elves.
No. You're fucking me up. So
Death Eaters, or what? Isn't that what they're called? They want to be called Death Eaters. I'm running out of like the Harry Potter terminology.
So it wasn't like non-vaccinated. It was like, purebloods. That's what they wanted to be called,
There's
purebloods. Yeah. And so like, oh no, we don't want to be labeled as unvaccinated. We want to be labeled as purebloods. It's like, yeah, I don't think you get a choice. It's like, have you been vaccinated? No, we're purebloods. It's like, no, you don't get to choose that. So, hey, you want to be a pureblood? Okay. Wasn't that covered in the U.S. media?
I honestly, half
You
the time
skipped
I
it.
tried not to look at the news because
I remember watching that. I don't know if I was here in America or back in Japan, but yeah, I was like, I so don't want to be here in America, but my mother's sick, so I got to be here. Yeah, America is so sketchy.
it's interesting.
All right, going. Be right back.
All right.
A recon party was to contact our agent. They never came back. Find out what happened. What happened here? Search the body, Sparky. That's not everyone. Survivors must have escaped. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. Hello. Buffer.
That is a good
Accessing
point,
final
Hat.
transmissions. Come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah, blah, blah. They were captured. Pinpointing location. Anyone gets in your way, give them the...
All right, I'm back. So, here's a question for our guild. I got a guy who works with me, and he's a cool guy, but I don't want him to know that I am Robot Adventures. So, I don't.
I mean, then you want him to avoid us as much as possible because I think.
So like, if he watches any of those videos, like, holy shit, you're a fucking crazy fucker. So, but I want him to play Guild Wars, so I'm like,
that, my friend, is called rocking a hard place.
And so like, okay, Guild Wars is really good. You should play Guild Wars,
but never play with me or my friends.
So what should I do? It's like I want to
invite
it.
A pretty big predicament. I mean, in the end, I feel like you gotta go like the Mr. Rogers route of being like, be truthful to yourself, and you know, if they're really your friend, coworker, whatnot, confidant, they'll accept you for who you are.
But if
anybody's got a realistic suggestion, I'm all ears because I have no freaking idea. That's
I've got 800 videos of me from 2007 on YouTube. Just
your own videos are a lot worse than anything like you said over here. Like,
yeah, so I don't want to watch those. So like, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, just the email. I told him about Guild Wars. He's like, I'm gonna look into it, and it's like, yeah, that's a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game. It's like, yeah, that's a good game. And I love Guild Wars, but I told him I was part of an Aussie guild also, but.
Do they not know you over there?
No, they know me also over there too. So, like, oh shit, what do I do? But the Aussies don't. I don't play with the Aussies too much because of the time zone. I used to play with them a lot, but
Yeah, now you,
But
now
they
you know
don't-
how hard it was for me to play with you half the time since you were in Japan.
yeah.
You were like just getting on as I was like getting, going to.
I was like, hey, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake. Man. Yeah, so personally, Dale, I still consider you as our guild leader, even though you vacated the spot. But yeah, so all of my questions go back to Dale. So, I think you are the core of the. Did anything ever happen to Game Breaker TV?
I think it's still just a either absent or parked page. Like I don't think it.
Found it. The final account processing for all no-hopers facing full-body repossession.
Yeah, so.
Find every last file, and I'll make sure their
Yeah.
debts are wiped clean.
So anyone watching Dale's stream, if he's streaming?
I still am. I mean, hopefully. I don't know. After the discussions we were having, I wasn't surprised Twitch was like, yeah, we're gonna.
Disconnect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Dale's a good, the excellent head for the guild, and yeah, old people, young people. I think everyone can follow Dale. So that's good.
I was gonna say I wasn't. I was a little scared. I was like, "Where are you going with this?" You were like, "Old people."
They can all fuck you. Yeah. So, but no. Yeah, Dale's good. So he's very level-headed. So
Thank you. I do.
yeah.
Try to see.
Yeah, and I'm hoping there's gonna be. I mean, because of course we're gonna get the. Are you gonna get the expansion?
I
You
know.
consider?
I was like,
Can I gift it to you?
we talked about this off stream last night. Honestly, at this point, I just have no clue with game lineups that are coming up. It's like when I would have time to play. 'Cause right now, it's just like it's not super.
Do you have a PlayStation 5?
But now you're gonna give me a PlayStation 5?
No, I'm not gonna give you. I can't even buy one. How am I gonna give you one?
I don't know.
It's like no, I want to buy one, but it's like they've been out of stock since last year, so I don't know when they've. Yeah.
Well done, Sparky.
All the
But-
tech issues or whatever the.
Yeah. I'm like I told Mathanis, whenever they bring in the Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm gonna buy it. Whatever, just I'll just buy the bundle. I'll just be hunting it down, but as far as Guild Wars, yeah, I mean, what are the games you're playing?
Warframe. One of my buddies is available. Usually playing Destiny 2. Games I'm kind of looking forward to is actually after hearing Injira talk about it. Like I was interested in it, but hearing Injira talk about it seems like they're actually doing good things with it. Is Lost Ark, which is going to be like a MMO ARPG. So like think MMO, but like top down like Diablo-esque style. But also another game that I'm interested to see where it goes is oh geez, what is it called? Let me see.
In 2012, I met you, and that was a good time. We did all that stuff. So.
And some people say 2012 is the end of the world, so it seems fitting.
And what was the old man? Red Wolf. Red Wolf was the old man, right?
I don't know. I mean,
it was a guy who was
I think he
older
was
than me.
I think he is still an older gentleman, but I don't know. Did we ever give him the moniker of the old man?
He was the oldest guy in our guild, I think. He was my senpai.
Yeah, what you guys do, you know.
Yeah. But has he been in the guild, or has he been like active?
I think he's been active. I know he kind of sits in, like, he usually shows up for like the Mad Realms stuff and like streams. Like, I know he was on the Mad Realms one yesterday.
Oh shit! I mean, if he were in there, I'm getting up to 40.
Okay, the other game I was looking forward to was Sky Climbers. It's an indie game that got kickstarted and seems interesting. I'd like to see where it goes and maybe mess around with that. For some reason I could not think of it. But like, yeah, those are kind of the, games have on my radar. It's just like, because I haven't really been playing ESO, which is like an MMO type thing. Like, I don't know, I've been kind of like burned out on like that like MMO feeling a little bit. So.
My game, whenever Nintendo releases a Mario, it's like I'm all Mario. I don't give a fuck. I'm Bob Mario. Tennis, I bought Mario. Even shit games with Mario, I bought them. So
Knowing Nintendo, they will definitely do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I want to keep up with the PC stuff. But I don't have much time.
Yeah, that's ultimately the biggest problem. Is like, it's like I'm looking forward to these games, and I don't even know if I'd be able to have time to play those. Let alone it's like, jumping into Guild Wars 2 or ESO. If it was like really striking my fancy. It's like, jeez, too many games.
Yeah. How? Yeah. Yeah. How much time are you gonna spend in? If the expansion, what do you think that would cost? Like 60 hours or something? I don't know if there's been a.
I mean, it's probably 60 hours if you're like trying to complete everything and every little thing, but story-wise alone, I couldn't see.
Just the story.
Masteries might slow you down, but.
And then I think that's going to be the last of the expansions for Guild Wars 2. And then they're going to have to. I don't think they're going to do an Eye of the North or something like that.
You don't.
And then
they're just gonna.
I think they're just going to jump to Guild Wars 3.
Really?
I mean, what? I mean, do you think what else could they expand upon?
Well, I would hope at that point, because at this point, every expansion has been basically Guild Wars 1 campaigns. At this point, I would hope they'd be like, "Hey, we can finally do an original idea." Because if they would do a Guild Wars 3, I would not buy it then, because I'd be like, clearly you're just trying to re-release them in a different era. It's like,
no. I'm not saying, and that would be a whole conversation. Like, what would Guild Wars 3 be? Would it be galaxy wide? Like, oh, we're going from this world to this world to finding the realms of the gods. It's like, oh, we're now on Tyria, but we need to go to
So
another
we
route.
need a Guild Wars 3 to do that, and like Hat's saying, Colin has said Guild Wars 3 is not on the table for the foreseeable future. And I was gonna say, you also gotta remember, the reason they wanted to jump from Guild Wars 1 to Guild Wars 2 was not really story. It was more that they could no longer pull off what they wanted to in the game, like tech wise. So then they had to make the story. You know, they decided to make it progress. Like, I wouldn't understand another 250-year jump, or like you said, if they all of a sudden go, well, we want to go after the gods in Guild Wars 3. It's like, why can't that just be a continuation of Guild Wars 2? Like, you know, it's so yeah. I just can't understand any idea for Guild Wars 3 apart from, we were talking about this last night, was the reason people liked expansions was the content creators were pushing it because it makes them relevant. Because it's like, oh, there's hype for it because it gets put on the main page and all that stuff. That's all that Guild Wars 3 would do.
I think, you know, the level of the fidelity of the graphics, if they could go into like camera mode and do it like super high, like rotated and get the nice camera angles. If they could have that, I think it would be like, oh, that's Guild Wars 3. I think that'd be great.
Even a cat saying, I completely forgot about that, was like the basically upgrade to DX11. Like he said, the whole reason for that is so they can keep developing the game. It's like, yeah, it's like I feel like they don't have to go to a Guild Wars. Unless they had that awkward jump in time, but I feel like there's just so much more story to tell at that, you know, point. That
do you think? I mean, this is just off the top of my head, but if we had a first-person perspective of going into the Wizard's Tower, like Skyrim, wouldn't that be pretty cool?
You know, first person perspective. Like, I mean, you can't go into zoom your camera all the way in, right?
Yeah, but if you were just like, okay, we're going into the Wizard's Tower, and we can see our hands. Yeah.
I'm just not 100% sure why, like, going into the Wizard's Tower and being able to see your hands.
Oh, just have that Skyrim perspective, and it's like, okay, here we go, and you could pull out if you wanted to, but I think that kind of like imagery for the trailer for Guild Wars 3 or whatever the next expansion would be like, wow, and better graphics on the tiles of the walls and stuff like that, so it looked more realistic. I think that would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think I mean, they do like the first person mode. They just don't show the hands type thing. But
all right, what do you think would be super, like, this is how to sell Guild Wars 3?
I mean, how to sell? I just don't think you would need a Guild Wars 3. Like I said, the only reason I think you would need a Guild Wars 3 is another time jump, which, yeah, sure, maybe eventually, but I just don't think it. Right now, there's just so much more story to tell that. Also,
see, you want to stick with the graphics and everything. This engine for whatever stories they want to tell.
I mean, yes, because do you really think they're going to change the engine for Guild Wars 3?
No,
Because Guild Wars 2
I
is
hope they
literally-
would.
Guild Wars 2 is literally the same engine as Guild Wars 1. It's just
You don't need to thank me.
they rebuilt top of it to do more what they wanted. So it's I would be worried that they would go the route of saying, well, let's just reuse this engine, you know, in 3, and it would be very behind and dated.
Yeah, so they have to get a new engine. I'm thinking. And so when they say, okay, we're gonna get the latest, greatest new engine, and we're gonna do Guild Wars 3, and I'm hoping they will do that, and it's like with the nice graphics and stuff. They would say, okay, Guild Wars 2 is good, and now we are on to the next generation.
I mean, I think the only way they would go to a Guild Wars 3 is if it's the same reason as 1 and 2 is 2 can no longer do what they're wanting to. Which, I mean, we always constantly hear about the spaghetti code and all the issues of bringing back old content. So, that a possibility? Sure. I mean, but don't see it potentially happening anytime soon. And I am curious I think I mentioned this when I was on one of the last talking scripts I was on, because they were I was kind of giving my opinion on would I, as someone that's kind of fell off the game, have I been intrigued enough to get the get the expansion. And at the time I was like, since it's like not till February or March or something, I could see myself being like, I got enough disposable income, I'll throw it at it. But honestly, at this point, constantly weighing it up, I'd go like, that would just probably be financially irresponsible for me, because I just can't fathom seeing the time to play it. Versus,
I think it's gonna be more of the same. I don't think they're gonna dramatically change anything. It's all going to be the same structure. It's just going to be with more options. So it's sort of like, okay, so now instead of we got the Griffin, we got the whatever the new expansion mountain is.
Siege Turtle.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Siege Turtle, you can actually have friends on it, like your buddy that wants to get the game. See, you can literally cart him around.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's try to defend the game versus people are like, this game sucks.
Well, and I mean, as someone that has, kind of stepped away from it and not, has no huge desire to play it, it's like, I mean, granted, I'm probably not one of those gamers that are tribalistic of, if I don't play the game anymore, it's a dead game because I'm the linchpin. It's like, no, I love talking. I'm sitting here talking to you about Guild Wars 2. If I did not enjoy it, I would be trying to actively change the subject. Speaking of, no, I'm kidding. I do enjoy talking about the game. I do still like speculating about the story. It's just out of all the game options out there for me right now, and like I said, for me, just not
for everyone.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of what I liked about Game Breaker, and that's the stuff that I wanted to instill when we kind of, that fell apart and we were trying to do our own thing. Is mean, granted, we were a Guild Wars 2 guild, but it's like playing other games. It's like, which, I mean, maybe this is how that happens is, you know, Malthanis, if he wants to or whatnot, can kind of head the, you know, him and Arlie kind of still play Guild Wars 2 pretty regularly. It's like, maybe they had the charge for Guild Wars 2 stuff, whereas, you know, I've been playing Warframe, you know, I've, you know, had, QEDs kind of been playing a lot more. It's like, you know, maybe that's how we branch out, you know, it's...
Yeah.
But it's always a place that welcomes people with, you know, as long as you're enjoying...
As long as we have that core, it's like, don't fuck over the people. Like, what's this, the Bulgarian guy?
The good old days.
Fuck you, you're not good enough, get out. So.
Well, to be fair, I don't think... I mean, at least when I was around, they never said that.
No, they didn't say it, but it just...
Heavily implied it. Well, I mean, and that's the thing, you know, and that was my one worry when raids were coming in was like that, because I don't know, for me when it was the elitism that kind of followed with speed running, it's like, for me it was always laughable, but raids has always had that long-standing feeling of it, and
yeah, so like, if you can't run it in this time, then you're a loser. So.
And, you know, and there are people out there have people in mind, but I genuinely think, while I don't think it'd be the route I would have went with it, but, like, you know, I think Teapot, you know, has that air of elitism, but I think they use it as a joke, but I think he uses it as a joke well, but the problem with fan bases is people aren't people aren't good at reciprocating a joke. Like I've heard this with like stand-up comedians where they're like, you know, hey, I did this joke that was like kind of flirting with like a racist idea, and like they were elaborating on how it was like a ridiculous thought. And they would have someone come up at the end of the show going, yeah, it's funny, I totally agree with you. They're like, no, you totally missed the whole point of the joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to, like, you know, and that
Asians can't drive. No, that's not right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's so I think that kind of sometimes feels like what happens with, you know.
So explain. Yeah, I understand what you're saying with the views and the YouTube and with the inability to narrow it down to this concept was based on this, and yeah, you can't explain jokes. You can, but it just takes so much.
Funny anymore.
It doesn't make it funny. It just makes it like, do you understand where your stereotypes are, and that's why you are a racist. so like, okay. If you're on the wrong side of the joke, then you're a fucking racist. If you're on the right side of the joke, you're like, yeah, that makes sense because, you know, people aren't racist. No, but there are people on the wrong side of the joke that are like, yeah, I'm a dumbass. So. Yeah, I understand those, and so Dale, like right now, like recently, well, not recently, last couple of months, a lot of my dreams have been about dealing with idiots.
Oh, thank God! I was worried where you were going with that. Of like, I was worried about to say me. I was like, oh yeah.
No. And for even before I got back into tucking script, but
Wait. Why did you compare idiots with talking script? Wait, what's going on here?
So, like I told you, my job is designing, and they are like super rich people, spending like $500,000 redesigning their houses,
Mhm.
and I'm doing that, and I have to deal with them, and I'm like, you guys are fucked. And do you? And they're well. The thing is that they want to make their shower, or their kitchen, or their whatever the place they want to make look really cool. I was like, yeah, we want to get all this marble, like uh, slabs and stuff like that, and with all the veining. It's like, yeah, but in the end, it turns out that they don't even understand how a kitchen works, or like, uh, basically, they don't know what the fuck they want. And if you're gonna design a kitchen, you need to keep the veining on the slabs uh, uh, in order, so that you can uh, make it look like it all goes together.
You must be
I don't know. Do you understand about like marble slabs and stuff? Anyway,
I'm not too,
so anyway,
you know,
anyway,
educated on them, but
there's this huge piece of marble.
Hmm?
It's like 3/4 inch thick, and it's got all these veins in it.
Okay.
And yeah, so it all looks like one big piece of slab. But a bunch of people in my like, okay, we want like a kitchen island. Do you know a kitchen island? It's like detached from the
Yeah, in the
from
center, water
yeah,
all around it.
yeah. So they're like, oh yeah, we want this thing in the center, but they don't realize the size of their slab and the size of the parts that don't
I
fit
mean, it's not the
inside
size
the.
of the slab; it's how you use it, right?
Yeah, anyway, they're like, oh, this all of this idea that we had doesn't fit into the piece of slab that we want to do. Oh shit! It's like, yeah, but we want it perfect. So anyway, my job right now is trying to. One of my jobs is trying to figure out how the fuck these people are gonna get a kitchen that makes sense. And it's like, yeah, you guys are. Why the fuck did you guys do this?
Oh wow! I was
Anyway,
hosted by code name Dazreal. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. And yeah, thank you for the host. And oh, hey, Anjira and K5K. And how's everybody?
are we still streaming? We're not.
Yeah,
streaming,
we're still
right?
streaming. Yeah, all the stuff you've been saying. Like, I'm surprised Twitch hasn't taken me off yet.
Shit. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, chat, you entered at an interesting time.
I was just talking about work with Deo. So Deo's been my old friend since
Codename
2012.
Okay.
2012. He's an
Call
old
you
man.
X.
He's
All right.
old. Not older than me, but he's old. Yeah.
I should give everybody a warning. Pay no attention to Robot. He is what he is.
Deo's
And we
good.
love him for that.
Dale is good. He does good thing.
He's my hype man, apparently.
Yeah. No, I don't. I wouldn't hype anyone other than Dale. It's like, yeah, he's the guy who can balance stupidity. He's a stupidity balancer.
Excellent work.
As proof of this conversation. No. What are we into?
No,
tonight? We're
good.
just kind of doing Warframe and just, talking about games in general and wherever it may go, which, oh
Get
boy.
into the chat. Are they allowed to get into the chat?
Yeah, more the merrier. People want to join the Discord, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
stop 'em.
join the
Or
Discord.
they can just, whatever their comfort level is. I'm not.
If you want to get on the mic, but then they would have to get on the mic, and then there might be
Yes, one of the requirements of getting on the mic is getting on the mic. I will,
Yeah, but then they might be like stepping over other people's voices and being inconsiderate to like, oh yeah, I don't care what you say. Is that a problem? Has that been a problem?
Really, we try to have respect for people, but knowing of computer tech, and people do tend to talk over each other. But yeah, chat is wondering, and I'm kind of curious, how many drinks do you in, buddy?
Is there a chat questioning that? I would say
I think it's finally been verbalized, but I think chat has been questioning it throughout the night.
There's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I think that means the answer is yes, chat.
So yeah, which wine do you like?
Which one do I like? What?
Are you a red or white? What kind of grape do you like? What's your favorite manufacturer? Without going generalizations, not going into the obscure, but we have very common, like not in terms of wine. There are the Budweisers, the Coors, the Millers of wine. Which general wine do you like?
I used to be a fan of White Zinfandel, but I haven't really drinking wine in quite some time.
But
kind of like how Chad is hinting at, I have moved on to whiskey, and they are wondering if you got into my stash there, buddy.
Yeah.
He didn't say no. Notice that, Chad. He didn't say no. He just laughed it off like, haha, no, let's just change the subject.
Oh yeah. So I've been friends with Dale since 2012, and he was my guild master. So yeah, and he's very wise. I would not put anything past Dale. I think, I'm an old man, but yeah, Dale's a good guy. He can hold his shit, so it's good. I don't think anyone's gonna go up against Dale and hold their shit as well as Dale can hold his shit. So yeah, Dale's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate it. I mean,
yeah, you're a strong guy. So I don't know if there was a question about whether Dale's competent, but yeah, Dale can smash you. I'm pretty sure Dale could. If you came up to Dale with your bullshit, Dale could probably smash you. So yeah, I want to go up against Dale. So
yeah, you heard it straight from Robot's mouth. I will smash you. That probably has a weird connotation on the internet. So
no, but I mean, they could have come up with you with bullshit. You just be like, okay, that's bullshit. Smash, Am I right?
Sure.
I mean, if someone came up to you with bullshit, wouldn't you be like, okay,
I would ask
yeah,
him questions further. I mean, I'm
yeah,
curious about things, but
and then in the end, be like, okay, you're full of shit, and then just smash.
though, as you were asking me about what I was getting into, what were you getting into before you so kindly rated me? Game were you playing?
I was just cleaning out my inventory in Guild Wars, and I was thinking about getting into some other Steam games. This is one question that I had for you.
Okay, go for it.
And so apparently, Horizon Zero Dawn was ported to PC, but the expansion has not been released, of course, for PS5. Do you know if that's gonna be a cross-platform thing, or?
I know I'd be surprised because I mean companies have kind of been slowly integrating cross-platform stuff. So I mean, hopefully, because I feel like that should be the next way games go. But it's more so you're playing the game you enjoy with maybe friends, whatnot, depending on what platform you're on. But yeah, fortunately, most studios are now bought up by the actual companies, so they want people to buy their platforms. But yeah, long story short, I don't know.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn was, I think, ported to the PC. But
yeah,
I
it was
don't know.
eventually ported to the PC, but so it might be like a time delay, if anything. But I don't know. Chat knows more. I really fully follow Horizon Zero Dawn. I've heard great things about it, but
it's a game you gotta play. I platinum.
Put that on the review box. Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a game.
But that was one of the 3 games I platinum on PS4. But
where were the other 2? I'm now curious.
One is the PS Vita game, and PS Vita was never given like a good status. It's like, oh, you play PS Vita, but I forgot what the name the game was called, but it was something with like
take care, Az. Yeah, thank you for the host again.
But anyway, and there was another one that.
Have a good holiday.
Anyway, there was 3 games.
Have a good rest of the week.
Platinum on the PlayStation. What was the other right now? Okay, I'm gonna give you a secret. I'm inebriated. So I'm inebriated.
Interesting secret.
You were shocked to hear that, weren't you?
I think everybody, even in chat, is shocked.
Anyway, yeah, that's a PlayStation Vita game.
In the end, as long as you're not going anywhere, because you're going.
I'm not going. But yeah, so my work told me we get 4 days off. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do for 4 days off? We got Halloween. And the what the fuck it's called?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah, whatever. But they got the Thanksgiving and the.
I was gonna be slightly worried. I was gonna see a news report of someone in Texas going door to door, trying to get candy from people.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get turkey from people, but yeah, the Thanksgiving and the Fridays off. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm like, yeah, it's 4 days. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for 4 days.
Play video games or no?
Yeah, that's pretty much one. So, yeah, what is there a plan? Is there like a Knights of the Zodiac plan to do something? Recruit more members?
Not that I'm aware of.
You're the leader, aren't you? Who's the leader now?
I'm not the leader.
Who's the leader?
I guess definitely Martinez would be the leader of Knights of the Zodiac. But I think he's doing family things this kind of weekend, so yeah, I don't even think there's a Talking Squid episode for what we were talking about yesterday. You were here yesterday, so from the sounds of it, maybe you weren't actually here.
Halfway here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about just recruiting members just to get into before we do the launch of Cancer. I think that should be like, hey, let's get some people in and like free to play members or whatever, just to get them into and educate them on what it is to, get ready for cancer. Am I wrong
Educate
about
them
that?
on getting ready for cancer when we don't even know what we need to get ready for.
No, but they need to level up. They need to understand the game. They, like, free-to-play players don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm thinking we should just, like, help them. And then invite them into the guild and say, okay, get ready for Kantha. So when we get to Kantha, we're gonna, explode.
It definitely seems like, according to chat, you are not good at keeping your secret.
What my secret about being inebriated?
Yes.
Yeah,
that one specifically.
Yeah. I am very sleepy now.
That usually follows. Yeah.
Yes, but my ideas are sound. I think we need to get people into the guild and prep them for.
I agree. I mean, I would love to have more people like-minded people that just enjoy games, talking about games, respecting one another and their values of games. It's just, I think the biggest thing is in any game, what can we offer them that will keep their proverbial butts in the seats, or the roster seats. It's like,
well, I think we can offer them knowledge, and I think we can offer them acceptance.
Coming from like WoW and stuff, when me and my buddies were running that guild, I know a lot of the stuff was eventually we would build people up, but we weren't going fast enough for they wanted like raid progression or something. So it's like, I don't know, in the end it's like finding what you're good with, what you can offer, and however many people you get. That's the sad truth of it. But I'm cool with whiskey samples. I don't think I can legally send those out, so unfortunately.
Okay. I think if there's another, I think we can offer them knowledge into the game, and we're vets, so we can just help them through it, and I think that's the most beneficial part. But as far as
we can offer them knowledge from the longest, I think, what other people have said, the longest running Guild Wars 2 news podcast ever.
This is a mobile defense mission.
Are you still
Through
doing?
sheer stubbornness alone, not quality, stubbornness.
It's talking the longest.
I think at this point, or I don't know. I remember when 7-bit was referring to it, and I jokingly said like there were so many qualifiers on it. Sure, why not? But I think he was saying the longest running, consistently airing something or other on a, on a fourth Tuesday of every Sunday type of thing or something. Or, but I know we are one of the ones up there, if not the longest consistently. Well, consistently-ish running one, because I know
what's his name? The guy, the potatoes. Has he mentioned you guys?
No, I don't think so. I don't think a lot of the other content creators.
There's a Croft lady and
Croft?
Yeah, there's a Croft. She's like
I forgot about attacking this. Go ahead, sorry.
She's a female.
Well, I got that much from your description, but Croft,
and
that's the thing. I know there's loads of. I mean, as I've seen, been loads of new content creators that have butted up. Like, I think one that comes to mind is Bird of Chess, who, I think she's a partner.
I've
She's done great work, but if anything, I think she came after us. But I have no illusion of like they should know us. Like I'm just in the end, well, I guess kind of in the beginning. The reason we started was Gamebreaker was no longer doing their show, and our guildies 1-1, so we did one. It's
Yeah.
Just like talking about games in general.
Here is a terminal.
Yeah.
Get me in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I still have trouble feeling like calling myself a content creator, but yeah, I mean, granted, I think I stepped away around 250 episodes, but yeah, talking scripts, pretty much right on the cusp of 300 episodes, which is no small feat. I mean, it's credit where credit is due.
Good stuff. Yeah, you're a content. Clearly,
I still don't think of. Yeah, I don't think of myself that like.
No. Don't. I mean, you get.
Out there.
No. Don't. I've got like 800 videos on my channel, and
still working on it.
Yeah, I have to deal with stupid people. You guys have how many videos you have, but you're a content creator. You're the guy drawing people into the pool, and yeah, that's good stuff. So I don't think you should shy away from like being we did this.
I don't know. I'm definitely proud of. Whoops.
Yeah.
I was not focusing on the defense thing. I was too busy talking. I gotta do that again. Yeah, no, I don't, discourage, like, it's an incredible feat. I enjoyed doing the show as long as I did. Once again, the same logic with Guild Wars 2. Even though I'm not playing it currently, I'm not going to be one of those gamers that go, well, I'm not playing it. I hate it. It's the worst. Like, no, I love Guild Wars 2. I love talking about it. It's why I'm still talking about it with you right now. I like talking about games. And if I don't know about a game, I know every once in a while, was it like,
some will pop in.
Well, Angelica and stuff like that would talk about Final Fantasy XIV. It's like, I'm not familiar with it. It never seemed. I never wanted to go back to a kind of. Well, it's not exactly a turn-based, but kind of like how WoW is. It's like I never wanted to go back to one of those. I really like action combat more than those style of games. So it's like But feel free to educate me.
And I say, let the void bathe you in its beautiful energy. Only.
So yeah, as far as this channel is
This is a
concerned,
mobile defense mission.
I think yeah, you guys are doing good. Keep the. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a question.
Corpus never fight for themselves.
Where do you want to draw the line between contributors?
Prepare to defend.
How do you want to? Oh, this guy's gonna give us some stuff or something. Yeah. So, for example, oh, I got this video of this. Do you want to put it up on your page?
Well, right now it seems like when we switched the name to Mad Realms thing, it seemed like we were trying to do more, but yeah, it just seemed somewhat unrealistic with people's priorities and time. So it kind of drew back to just being talking script. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I'm sure everybody who does watch Mad Realms stuff has noticed that, where we did try some other shows. We tried a Warframe show. Tried kind of a general type show. It's like those kind of.
What is the value content to put on the show?
What's that?
Like, what would they record to say like, oh, this is super good. Let's put it on the Mad Realms YouTube channel.
I, to be honest, don't know how high of a standard we have. I mean, it was just us trying to do stuff, but and see, I mean, and that's the thing. If you're starting with a new project, there's going to be a learning curve, and granted, probably once we get better with things, we could probably have a standard. I mean, I don't know. For me, I always wanted, personally, when I was doing this stuff, is at least a definitive concept that could even slightly change. Because, like you said, or like I was saying, was there's no test subject like live. It's like you get there, it's like, this isn't really working, and kind of see what works, and it slowly changes. Or maybe it doesn't even work. I mean,
still working on it.
Time-wise, I mean, because I mean, I think that's the other thing is, we were trying to do, well, I was trying to do another basically Warframe show, which was kind of like talking script, but doing a news podcast of that. Very time consuming doing 2 news podcasts about different things. It's like, I collect a lot of information if you want to, I would say, somewhat of a quality type thing. So you know what, now that I say it, I would say probably my only prerequisite, which is a personal preference, is I like having an aspect where you can show off the community, and not just your community circle of friends, whatnot, but you see that with Talking Script. We did it a little bit with Via the Void, which was the Warframe podcast, was just what was going on with other content creators and stuff like that.
Okay. Dude, can you hear me?
Yep.
I'll be right back. I gotta make TP.
Do what you gotta do.
Here is a terminal. Get me.
So how is everybody's chat still? Is people still with us? Let me see if I can focus and actually protect this without. Still listening. Boy, I thought everybody was running and hiding. Do you have any good plans for the holiday weekend, Andrea? Or? Yeah.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Just chilling with the family? Alright.
Oh shit. I don't know how to wait.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Just chilling with the family. I'm going to be popping around family functions and hopefully Friday get to stream a little bit.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Heard some rumors you back, or?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So,
I agree.
So,
I got a item scalper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the best reward, but
the existence of the... Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I have to make alternative reality objects that fit inside of the existing objects, and then show them, and then
wait, what are you doing? I heard something like
yeah. So the reality of games, and in my mind, I was like, okay, we can switch it to alternative reality, and then I have to calculate the sizes of objects, and so I'm tired.
I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're allowed to, but I don't know your own situation.
It's 10 o'clock. Okay, so and your time is still 11.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not looking directly at the clock, but if that's the case, then yes, it would probably be 11ish.
All right, so I'm gonna go to sleep. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, good night, man.
All right, come back.
Well, thank you for keeping me company, and it was a good chat. We're having fried chicken for Thanksgiving, and then a rotisserie for a parents' anniversary. Nice. Does sound delicious. And I'm intrigued to see how this plays out, because I know a lot of people are saying this season, this year, with everything going on, tougher to get like turkeys and stuff, to see if this kind of breaks that tradition of other things, but because it's like, I don't know, I like turkey every once in a while, but to be fair, if I had an option like of daily of here's chicken or here's turkey, I would take chicken. Like turkey for me, and this might be, a hostile thing, is the inferior bird for consumption. At least on a daily basis. For holidays and stuff, it works, It's a nice treat. else can we do? So you said, oh yeah, it is 11. Wow. I'm surprised I'm not farther gone, let's just say. But yeah. Oh man, Angira, I think it was before you I got the raid from Az, which once again, I appreciate it. I know it was pretty hectic with all that stuff, and I know they had to hop away. But yeah, I got a lot of IATAN this time around. But I did cash in all my rep slash tokens that I've been just just not doing anything with. And I think I ended up with like, I think I started the night with 4 maybe. I think I'm at like 15. So, you know, pretty good evening, but it won't be a constant thing. But I think I'm gonna save them for out of all of them, maybe like Vob and Prime relics. That, because I was like, I would like Limbo as a skin and of course Mastery. So I do have a lot of his relics just hanging out there still, which I should be able to get enough. But Vauban I could actually see using.
Alrighty,
Whereas,
let's make some memories. Let's talk about the good stuff.
Oh, I got 16, so I must have got one as I was progressing. So that's most of the stuff available at the vendor right now. I already have it. Yeah, I think that's the issue I'm having, which it's like, yeah, I could get this, and I probably should get this, but yeah, for me, I'm probably like I have Lex. I might have that sitting in my queue made because I feel like I have that made already. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Vauban for to gather more, and I'm actually probably not gonna get on the first go around. I'm probably gonna get on the last, just so I can build up the most.
Good.
Divide it equally.
Don't rush into things. Make me
I
proud.
have hopefully my best chance getting Robin Prime. So, Angier, I know we talked about this months ago, like probably closer to the early end of the year. Or like I know, are you still using Gilded or checking it out still, or because I know I've slowly, I mean, I basically took a break at one point just because of work and stuff, but I really like Gilded better than Discord. Still using it? Okay. But yeah, I think it's a better chat system. Granted, it's not quite at the same level because I would love a search feature. You know, it's backed right now on Gilded and not Discord. Oh, okay, fair enough. Like I basically have a test bed in the sense of once I have it to a spot that I like it at, I would probably launch it as like what I would want to do with it, but like so many things that I wanted to try to accomplish with like bots and all that stuff with Discord, which would have took so many hoops to jump through, Gilded just you can do. But
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to know.
But yeah, honestly, and with everything that's happening, I wish Gilded would, I mean, I don't know if they're sitting on anything, but kind of step up, and because Discord's kind of been dropping the ball with dropping partners and all that stuff, and I feel like Gilded should really capitalize on it, you know, give them a coup de grace. Got another cleaner. I'll throw them in if. Guess I don't have any more. Oh well. But no, I was gonna. Kind of show off what I was working with as a thing before I probably call it a night myself, at least dream wise, because I'm feeling a little bit from the whiskey, which personally for me, I prefer not to get to the level that we were maybe seeing tonight, but to each their own. Like I said, and this is why if you join our Discord, and if for whatever reason we do the gilded thing, the one thing I wanted to do was always have a regular rooms and stream rooms, so people knew in certain rooms they're being recorded, whatnot have you. It's like, and you know, right now we're in a stream room, so heads up, probably being recorded or whatnot. So if I can, that'll probably be a good way to wrap it up for the night. Fortunately, the lag. Okay, I'm still logged in. Hopefully I'm not breaking too much. I don't know. I figured I'd show it off of what I was kind of working with, and you know, because it's kind of the same logic as we have in the Discord of we can have different, you know, channels for different interests and whatnot. At this point, games, but it could be. I'm waiting for Gilded to have an update in a while. Come on. I guess it's not a big deal. I can show from. There we go. I can show it from here. That's fine. So this is using an account that doesn't have permissions. Like if you were a new member, now granted I don't have like the jargon, the lingo or anything going on. It's just making sure things are working. So when you would first come in, you would probably see earn technically. So when you first come in, you would only be able to see the rules and the confirmation. So you would see blah, 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 all the, you know, be kind to one another, you know, whatever the rules may be. You know, right now I said welcome message upon accepting via means of adding role. This is what I love about Gilded. You can actually, person can add a role for themselves. So add me the role of member. Brings up all these things. Now I do want to make sure these are separate because I'll tell you about those. The idea of I have for the separate channels type, separate groups. But then, you know, we've seen in our Discord how we have all these things, and a lot of people have made the complaint of I'm not interested in this thing. So you can go to game channel filters, and I'm interested in Guild Wars 2. Click on that, add me to that role. You now are part of the Guild Wars 2 group. We can add things to there. You know, I was trying to make a builds thing, separating by PvE, PvP, and World v World. And I was doing a little bit, I was trying to copy over some of my builds that I was doing in our Discord to kind of give a comparison. So add me to role. I'm interested in Warframe. I figured if people would want an actual trade district, you can, the forum thing, you can kind of create that. These are all open interpretation of what people would actually use, but we have our useful links thing. But builds, this is why I like, you can do subcategories. So, hey, I'm interested in primary weapons. Boom. The one that I made. But theoretically, everybody should be able to add them. It's just, you know, putting them into the right categories. You know, even Shaw's songs. Warframes. But basically, a lot of stuff that I was trying to do with the Discord, could do with, you know, Gilded thing. And like I said, I feel like their tools are a lot better. But I like the idea of people being able to being a part and not being a part, so they don't. You can make it as cluttered as you want, and the beauty is we can add more games, whatever anybody's interested in. So I don't know, that's what I like about it. But you know, I'm only interested in Guild Wars 2 and Warframe. Look, my page is going to be that big, whereas versus here, I'll bring up our Discord right here. That was one criticism we got, was, you know, we had our general, all these, you know, all these games, and it's like some people aren't, you know, interested in. But I kind of like that idea of if someone's interested in a game, they can, you know, play the game, or, you know, hopefully find a community, or, you know, once again, going back to that whole idea of what I liked about Game Breaker was it was a community of gamers that supported one another and just enjoyed playing games. And hopefully, you know, we would have enough people that could, you know, help join one another and hang out and each other's company. But and along the lines of, you know, the reason I did it that way was then, you know, group thing, which kind of looks like servers for Discord, was, this could be if we have dedicated, like for me, if we let's use Mad Realms as an example. If myself, Malfanis, Age, and Arlie, were the personalities, and we would want to bring more people into like a stream group that are, dedicated streamers that would hopefully drive people to the community, whatnot, what have you. Would give them their own section where they can put, their calendar. I was even doing, as an example, whiskey discussions. And I was actually doing these. I actually had a separate document because I was sharing it with my friend, but kind of giving a whiskey review where even people could chime in and stuff like that. But I want to look into it more if you could do multiple. I know you can do multiple roles, but if theoretically someone could do a tie to their Patreon or whatever, I want to support, this, content creator, whatnot. But, they can, if they want to limit their access to people that are part of their Patreon or what have you, you can figure that type of thing out. But, you should be able to join that separately. I'm still trying to figure that out because as soon as you join as a member, it brings all those up. I don't want to overburden someone, but give them the option to join in on those people. But, you can definitely see their content schedule and stuff like that. Like basically a location for everybody to be a part of. Honestly, that's my goal with it, but, slowly working on it. It's either here or there, but the idea is, and that's one thing I've been trying to figure out is like, you want a landing spot for the content creator so they can have their own personality, but I also don't want to detract it from the community where people can still go to these and have, their discussions and but I don't know. That's the thing I was, working on for months now. I mean, you can see the date here, 8 months ago. I kind of dropped off with, we talked about this while I was streaming. My, work then became the, kind of pinched nerve thing and all that stuff. But, I really want to pick this up again and kind of curious with all the people that are part of our Discord and stuff like that. Is this something people would be interested in, maybe even moving to? It's like, honestly, I personally feel like Gilded is better, even though it's not quite there yet. Like I said, they still need a search feature. They're working on their bot API, but honestly, you can do bots, like you can see that XP bot over there, but they can do some pretty cool things with, and I got a couple ideas that I would love to implement. I saw someone use it on Gilded subreddit that would be kind of add like flavor to it. Is long story short, they made bots that would kind of give responses in theme to whatever the game was. So say if you're in Guild Wars 2, you could theoretically, as long as we program it well enough, have a conversation with Logan Thackeray or whatnot. So, something that adds flavor to it, or so, little cool ideas like that. But that would just add a life to it even before we get potentially more people. I'm not gonna, but yeah. So, and I was also trying to figure out the moderation system of, I would ideally want moderators for each section, but if people are willing to take on a higher role of a higher moderator that stems across all of them. So basically a lot of it is me trying to think of the structure for it, but you know. But yeah, that's kind of been my next thing I've been slowly working on, as you can see, once again, 8 months. But you know, you can see, oh, in the general stuff, you know, I thought fun things that would create that cross promotion type thing of different games to kind of strengthen a community is the runway. Granted, right now I only had the Trinity my Warframe for Trinity, my frame for Warframe, the Trinity. But say someone has a picture of Guild Wars 2 cosplay type character or something, you know, the runway to show off your fashion. So, and you know, had the spoiler section that's a forum. I thought that would be the best bet. I did put stream rooms for the sheer fact that when you enter them, it kind of does what stream rooms now do in Discord if you hit the right button. Because I know Robot did it last night. Was it puts a live symbol next to you, but you don't have to stream it to the chat or something. But it just lets people know what, you know. I think I can join it here. Let me. Maybe on my main account I could, but I'll have to relook at this because I'm still trying to learn all the ins and outs, because it's a lot of interweaving of roles and stuff. But when you join it, it puts a little live tag next to you. So I like that, just because when someone walks in, they see, oh, that person is recording in some fashion. So I need to be somewhat careful. Not too careful, as you saw tonight. But no. This is the one thing I've been just, like I said, slowly plucking away at. So, I don't know. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on it, but yeah, that's been, you know, something I've been working on in the background. But, yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. Let me pull that back up because I finally updated. So this is from my Deo account. So, know how to join stream room. So see, you know, you don't have to share your screen or turn on your camera. I would say just join in voice. So see, now it says it's like live. It's like an active room. I don't know. I like that option, that people know it's being recorded, you know. Like I said, been slowly plucking away at that. Alright, well, that's a lot of randomness at the tail end of it, but yeah, once again, you know, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Az, for the raid and, you know, the follows that came with it. And much appreciated, Angier. I just was scrolling back up and I saw that you recommended me for the raid, so once again, thank you, you know, much appreciated. Yeah, looks like Venom, as Sniper, you know, all gave me some follows. So once again, thank you, and everybody for hanging out in chat as much as you did. Like K5K was giving me a little insight on Az, you know, I appreciate that. We're all learning here. Oh man, how are you, man? Den Ross, is that code or nope? It's Taser. Taser, how you doing? I'll say I know I always get the mixed up because it's either Julian is code, but I got to it. I got to it. I remembered. It took me a while, but how have you been, man? Well, I apologize that you're kind of catching me on the tail end here, but hopefully you've been doing well, and hopefully you have a good Thanksgiving lined up for yourself. Yeah, things are looking better. Got a slightly better job, a little bit, a little bit more income type thing. Which hopefully I can roll into more things I can do in my free time, but more breathing room. That's always the nice thing. But yeah. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well with are you still I don't want to dox you to the maybe 10 people. I don't know. I'm not even looking at the account, but are you still in the Florida area or whatnot? But is everything okay? Was playing Crowfall. Oh, nice. How is that panning out? Has that actually launched yet, or is that still in a testing phase? Heading back to Guild Wars 2 soon. Does that mean Crowfall hasn't been panning out? I know you were super excited for it, and it seemed very promising. It just never seemed like I don't know. Granted, I've never been a World v. World person, so Crowfall never really seemed like a up my alley type thing. But going back to what we were saying earlier, loads of different gamers. I mean, I always want to support people who are enjoying the game as long as they're not, chastising others for enjoying how they play. Profile is better than people give it credit. Unfortunately, I feel like that's what we get a lot of in the game industry at this point because it's so saturated. Is like there are so many good games out there, but it's so tough to find a place. It's like, well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. But yeah, no, Crowfall just seemed really good, and it's like, I know we in the past talked about like videos that would talk about this, where it's like you have MMOs that try to do all the things, but it's like then you have games like Crowfall, or I think at the time it was like Overwatch that they're doing these small scale PvP a lot better because that's the only thing they're doing, whereas Crowfall, it was kind of like just doing the world for Guild Wars 2 aspect, the World v World aspect. Crowfall got bad reviews from people that didn't even play the game. I hate when that happens. It's a shame, and then people will latch on to that. Oh, that's sorry to hear that, because like I said, I know how much you guys were enjoying that and kind of lining up for that. It's like, we shall see what its future holds. Okay, well, I mean, that's a good way to look at it. Hopefully that didn't discourage the development team. Yeah, while I like, streaming, and I mean, as Robot was saying, I guess I'm technically a content creator. I feel like you have to make some kind of money at that to call yourself that. So I never feel like I should refer to myself as it, but it just seems like it's irresponsible to do that kind of a thing, where it's like, I don't know, you have a responsibility. It's like, if people are watching you, it's like, do a due diligence and even try to find the good, because if a game's not, that's the biggest thing. A game might not be for you. Like I've said, Crowfall sounds cool. I don't know if I would ever enjoy it because I've never been fully into World v. World, but you know, in the end, it is the community you surround yourself with. Because I mean, I played WoW a lot longer than I probably personally would have wanted to, because I had friends that enjoyed it and I enjoyed playing with my friends. Now, let's see. I was headed back to Guild Wars 2 for the X-Pack. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's looking forward to it. And I was talking with Hat, or not, Hat. Wow. I think I did this too before. I apologize, Hat. I was talking with Robot about this. About, last night and tonight is like, I'm not fully into Guild Wars 2 right now, but I love talking about Guild Wars 2. I love talking about the story. Every once in a while I like chiming in with the news. I love the game. I love the company. I love the the people that work there from what I know about them. But at this point, it's just there's so many games out there. Finding the time is the toughest thing. There are a lot of people that just craft in the game, though. I think there is something for everyone in the game. Oh, that's good. If you make content, you're a content creator, period. In the amount of viewers / size of your community determines if you're an influencer. Oh, okay. / press or not. I'm fine with not being an influencer. That just... Ugh. I don't know. That just has a weird, feels like it has a weird connotation. Like, I'm an influencer. I need a hotel room. I don't know. I always feel like when the word influencer gets thrown around, it's that person that's trying to get a free hotel room or something like that. Like, I will write about you in my blog or talk about you on TikTok. Sorry, I just got off on a weird tangent. We were talking about Crowfall and yeah, honestly, like I was telling Robot earlier, was I'm kind of looking forward to, personally for me, and I know this is derisive, is Destiny 2. I know it's like, but mainly because my buddy who plays solely on Stadia, that's kind of like one of the only games that we're both still enjoying from a shooter perspective that we can kind of play together easily. Like I said, I wish Warframe would go to it so he would pick it up and play it, especially because they're going to eventually cross-play. But, Warframe, come on. Lost Ark, because I was talking about that earlier, Angier, like hearing your kind of talk about it, I was like, okay, I'm definitely intrigued by it. I definitely want to maybe after holidays, maybe look at it, get one of the Founders Packs. I'm interested in Warframe, where that's going, and also Sky Climbers, which was an indie game that is like a mix between, I would say, kind of a city building game in the aspect of like you can like upgrade it and stuff like that, but it's like a Minecraft-esque like survival meets like a Pokemon type thing. Like you can collect animals to help you fight and stuff like that. So I'm intrigued by that. It's a little weird, but I'd recommend checking out. But I could see it as a fun thing. Like you can have your own servers and stuff like that. I would like to do like servers where, I don't know how big of a scale you can do, but have like different different game rules each season or something like that. But I'm intrigued by it and to see where it goes, and I've already invested in it. I think by the end of the year they should be having the PC version out. And what intrigued me was they were looking to do Stadia and all the other platforms and crossplay all the way across, which I'm all for games going crossplay. I think the industry needs to realize that that's the future, is people playing games with one another because they're interested in the game, not because they're on this particular platform. F the platforms. It shouldn't be about what platform you're on. It should be about the game you're enjoying playing. That's my opinion. And that's why, honestly, one reason why I got slightly more invested with Destiny 2 was they went that route. And in the end, the best way to reward a developer is when they do something you like, you give them money. Because then they say, hey, this is clearly working. Granted, do they have the best decisions? Destiny 2 in particular? No. But I did like that decision. I know Warframe's going that route. Once again, if they added Stadia to it, I would like that because it would include my one friend. But yeah, it's, I think the industry is slowly getting there. I feel like they'll adopt VR before they adopt crossplay at this point because they're stubborn. And I think, the console companies or the platform companies don't want it to happen, because then they have to actually require quality and not just what exclusives they can get. But yeah, that's my slight little rant there at the end. But yeah, oh boy. Oh boy, it's almost midnight. But yeah, once again, thank you for everybody for coming out. Once again, and Taser popping at the last second here, talking about Crowfall was, kind of great, chit chatting with you. But yeah, I hope over this little holiday break here to maybe stream a little bit more. But yeah, once I get things kind of cemented, like I said, 2 weeks ago just started a new job, so it's kind of that little shaky ground of like figuring things out. Hopefully once things get settled and figured out, I can try to get more back into a regular streaming cycle and hang out with everybody and chit chat and all that fun stuff. But yeah, once again, I can't stress enough, thank you Az for the host and follow, and happy Thanksgiving, Deo, and everyone. Thank you very much, and you as well, and everybody out there. And yeah, be safe. If you are not in America, have a good rest of the week and weekend. And like I said, hopefully get to stream here and there throughout the holiday weekend here. So once again, thank you everybody, and we'll see everybody next time. Take care. Bye.